Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new reaction video. Hello everyone. What is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Assam, the Earl Grey? What is the tea?
You must have a cup of tea.
Wow, today we are back for something rather it's gonna shake us at the core. Shook, bang. Today we are back for round 2 of alpha male TikTok videos, and some of these life coaches, misogynistic people, mansplaining, masculinity-driven content. So I did one of these just over a month ago, and you guys have been asking for me to do another part for a long time now, because that one seemed to do really well. So, you know what? Let's delve back into the world of toxic masculinity, and we're going to see how much, we might learn something today. We're really going to go on a journey of learning and real self, acceptance and self-reflection, and maybe you can also be an alpha male. No, thank you. But anyway, yes, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Leave a comment down below and come and follow me on my social medias, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, I still use Facebook sometimes. All the stuff, Instagram, all linked down below. Come follow me. Come send me things to react to. Come give me ideas, whatever you want. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I love hearing from you. But let's not beat around the bush wattlier and get on with these alpha males. Okay, so let's see what this wonderful man has to say.
I will never get married. Oh. But if I do, I'm definitely not doing this one thing.
Oh, and God, what's that?
Kneeling
and
for
that's
the
kneeling
proposal.
for the proposal.
I know it's tradition. I know it makes for
God. Is it going to make you a gay?
But let's think logically for a moment.
You're kneeling. I don't think you know what logically thinking is.
Provide and protect your woman for the rest of her life.
Okay.
In the most submissive way possible.
In the most
as a man.
Oh, f off.
So here's how I would change this.
Are you kidding?
I would still surprise her. I wouldn't kneel
down. Guys,
it's
gay to get on your knee. It's very submissive.
For her being within my life. I would then say, I would love to continue this journey with you for life. Do you accept my proposal in marriage? Of course.
Why does it? I'm sorry.
Yes, and then we can live happily.
No, happily ever after. No, I'm sorry. To be like, do you accept my proposal for marriage? Like, I don't understand why you're acting like it's some job proposal contract thing. It's really strange. Will you like to continue this journey for me? Do you accept the deals of this proposal? Like, shut up. I can't believe you would actually sit there and say, kneeling before your wife is the most submissive thing you can do. Right, men, can I just tell you something? As a gay person, I hear a lot. I've had lots of girlfriends over the years, and I hear many stories. Never once have I ever heard a girl go, I really hate when a man kneels and proposes. I really want them to do it. They just come up to me and they go, do you accept my proposal for marriage? Like, what?
I want a divorce.
Do you want to tell you what actually is quite powerful? Not being such a fragile bitch that kneeling in front of your wife causes you so much inner turmoil that you think it's gay and submissive. And kneeling before them actually, to me personally, is way more powerful than going, I won't kneel for you. No, that means I'm a bottom. Are you going to peg me next?
She pegs him, I'm sorry.
God, we're starting off strong, girls.
Here's another huge female privilege.
Female privilege, oh God.
Ladies, I'm sure you had a good cry recently. Life overwhelmed you for a minute and you had some emotion that you just needed to release. When it was over, you felt great.
Yes, everyone should cry.
And moved on. Well, men have their own version of this. You see, men don't need a good cry. They need a good angry blow.
No,
women have wondered for the longest time why men bottle up their emotions or let anger get the best of them. But this is actually no different from women crying.
No. Men express themselves in an angry, aggressive way because they're bottling up because they're too scared to cry. This whole idea that, oh, men don't cry, they just scream and get angry. No, that's not a good way to release your emotion. Imagine being at a funeral, your mum's died, and like, no, don't cry. You've got to scream and shout and smash a plate.
I am calm.
Like, that's terrible. That is a terrible thing to say.
You express your bottled up emotions with tears. We express ours by yelling at the world for a minute or two.
No. Toxic. Terrible. What a terrible thing to say. This is just, again, this guy's probably got anger issues or something and he's just trying to dismiss his own problems. Sorry, that's an awful thing to say. Someone's here, don't blame women for toxic masculinity. That's true. You're the one saying that you can't cry because it makes you gay. Trust me, I bet this guy would feel wonderful if he just let loose for a bit and just sobbed. Someone's put here, actual brain rot. The idea that you're saying men do not cry, that's I might be a raging homosexual, but I'm still a man, and I still exert many things that you would consider male. Even though you want to say that I'm a puff and I'm too feminine or whatever. Like, the idea that, like, you're saying that I shouldn't cry either. Like, I'm still a man. Everyone has every single kind of emotion in them, where it comes to anger, sadness, anxiety, like all the different emotions, whatever, that we can have, right? Women and men feel them all the exact same, and we all need to express ourselves in many different ways. To say that men do not have the cry side, the sadness, crying emotion, is ludicrous.
Last I checked, both anger and sadness are very normal human emotions.
But you're saying men don't have sadness?
That is most awkward.
For some reason, this very normal and natural expression of anger by men has been labeled as toxic, while your crying has been labeled as healthy expression of emotion. Any man will tell you that getting pissed and blowing off some steam is euphorically beneficial for their mental health.
No.
But they fear doing this
I'm pretty sure as well, those rage rooms, you see those rage rooms? I remember they were all the rage, like, back in the early 2010s. I'm pretty sure they did, I remember watching a video a long time ago, and they did a study on that, and, like, actually smashing things up with baseball bats and smashing it actually made people's heart rate and anxiety and anger, like, actually heightened. It didn't actually make them feel more calm.
And it's the disallowing of men to blow off this minor anger that leads to truly dangerous angry men.
Terrible. What an awful thing to... Anyone listening to that, regardless of what gender you are, if you need to cry, then cry. If you are at a funeral at your parents or something, you are fully allowed to cry. Don't be like, no, I won't cry because men don't cry. I have to stand up and scream and shout. No, that's absolutely terrible. When terrible things happen to you, or life gets too much, you are allowed to cry. And trust me, it feels wonderful when you let that out. Hiding up your emotions and going, well, I just need to scream. That's awful. Anger is a thing that people will feel, yes, but how you use that anger is very telling on who you are. And if you're like actively screaming at people and screaming and shouting, I can't, this is the only way I can get better, then you need to work on that and go to therapy, because sorry, that's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say. Fully brain rot. How to sit and wait like an alpha. Imagine, before I even watch this video, imagine actually going, there is an alpha whale way to sit. An alpha... Sitting. Now it's even just sitting. Just sitting.
Ladies, take a seat.
These people are exhausting. Okay, so what not to do? Closed off tense body language. The thing is, if you're sitting, right, and you're comfortable, sit what makes you comfortable. If you're comfortable being in a slightly more closed positioning, just sit like it. Open, relax, but take up space. Oh, just to be a nuisance. You look like a twat. You just look like this whole, like, imagine for a second actually filming that video. Like, imagine actually, you say, oh. Take up space. Oh, this is how alphas sit. Spread eagle. Oh yeah, open up your hole. Get raw dogged.
I think he's a male gay.
I'm imagine and look at him. He's like, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Try this next time you're waiting for someone and see how different you feel. I think actually waiting for someone is actually quite beta. You should be the one making other people wait if you're the alpha. To me, that seems very, very submissive.
On your knees, bitch.
I can't believe that. It's just cringe. How to sit and wait like an alpha. Alphas don't wait. This is cringe. No. Somehow I feel like doing this is quite puffy, actually. No. The only time I think your body language things, obviously, when the way you're sitting, the way you're presenting yourself, is like if you're in a job interview or something and you're sitting like this and you look like you're not giving a shit, then obviously that might make a difference. But like sitting and waiting for someone in like the street, who are you trying to impress? Who the f are you impressing? Like what? It's so weird. Cringe.
One quick hack to get a deeper voice. You may not even realize it, but take a quick glance at your job. If you work in an office, chances are that you are staring at a computer screen all day long, barely opening up your mouth to speak. And if you do talk a lot at work, I'm sure you're speaking with an inside voice. And if you've been doing this for years, your vocal cords are limp and weak. So do this instead. On your way to work in your car, I want you to yell as loud as you can. And do this 3 times, and you'll notice an instant change in your voice.
Yes, your voice will be raspy and broken because you've strained your vocal cords from screaming.
You daft bastard!
Where is the science? Where is the science that says working in an office will mean you have a higher voice? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? The unwell. Imagine being like, just scream in your car at the top of your voice and you'll make your voice deeper. Where is the science in this? These people are so talking about science and biology and all this shit, and then says things like that.
Isn't learning fun?
We're not supposed to see men cry. Like, if I ever saw like my dad break down and cry and be like, I couldn't handle this, I'd be like, what? What is he talking about? I expect you to be the leader.
That's, again,
I would lose,
it's
like,
toxic.
a little bit of respect, and I'd think, maybe my dad wasn't the man I always thought he was, okay? And I feel like this happens.
Imagine saying that. So you're at a funeral. Your grandmother dies. Your dad's mum dies. You're at the funeral, and you see your dad crying. You're like, Bender. Like what? What you like?
One thing you're going to get all the time, you're going to get this in your ear, okay? Talk about it to somebody. You know, let your emotions out, let your feelings out, etc. as a man. And look, logically on the surface, it sounds like a great idea, because when you bottle shit up, it hurts. Like, there's a physical pain.
It does. Well
I just
done.
want to shout, tell somebody, I just want to go and, like, discuss this with somebody and get this off my chest. And it seems like a great idea at the time, but as soon as you do it, you almost regret it. As a man, you're like, you're shoving people my weak.
That is, again, these men are ill. I don't even want to watch the rest of that. Ill. Unwell. So there's 2 people in this video now being like, you should never cry. Unwell. I know I keep using the funeral example, but I'm like, you've just said cry. Anytime you cry. People cry at funerals. People cry at, like, you know, someone breaks up with them. Like, if you're, like, he literally just said, there is a physical pain to bottling things up. And I will agree to that. As a teenager, I didn't tell people how I really felt about things because I was so insecure and I was so scared. And I was like, no, I must just try to hide everything because I can't tell people this, that, and other. It hurts. So he's saying you should just live with that feeling. Never let it out. I feel like he's lost his hair due to stress rather than just male pattern baldness.
Why you should have a high body
Why you should have a high
you wanna
body
make sure
count.
that your body count is way higher than her body count. Because if you're with a girl and her body count is higher than yours, you're gonna feel hurt. You're gonna feel upset.
Because
you're
you're
gonna feel like
fragile.
you haven't lived in that. And that will affect how you behave with
Because
that girl.
you're fragile.
You'll get needy, jealous, whiny. So make sure to have a high body count.
Hang on. What the f does he have on his t-shirt? Professional raw dogger. Oh, Scotland, Jesus. Oh, Jesus loves a good peach. Oh, Jesus loves to get raw dog the last summer table. I told you, these people are all gays.
Now will you believe me?
Sorry, I can't take anything else you've just said seriously now because you've just had, what does that actually mean in their world? Raw dogging is very different for us. What does raw dogging mean in their world? Professional raw dogger? Oh, again though, if your partner has a higher body count, it's gonna make you upset and change how you behave. No, because you're fragile.
This is controversial, but you want to.
Can I ask, what is this intense, like, filter they keep using? It's like this kind of like, do you know when you're on like your phone and it's like definition, you turn it up and it kind of sort of makes the contrast really strong? Why do they all use it? It just makes you look like ill.
Who's obsessed with you? I'm gonna teach you some truthful, like somewhat dark shit, but you want a girl who's obsessed with you, bro? Make her feel all the emotions possible. Make her cry. Make her happy. Excite her. Scare her. Make her feel any emotion possible.
So be emotionally abusive.
Make her angry. Make her so happy. Make her like so happy she cries. Take her through the full spectrum of emotion.
Terrible.
And she will be obsessed with you. And this is controversial.
First of all, I don't want someone who's obsessed with me. I want someone who likes me and actually appreciates being around me and likes to be around me and loves me. But obsessed? Obsession isn't a good thing. Anyone's obsessed with someone is not good. This person doesn't want a partner. This person doesn't want a girlfriend. He wants like a toy. He wants like a pet. He wants like a lap dog, like he doesn't want a girlfriend. To say to someone you must like emotionally make make them go through every emotion. I never want to feel scared in my relationship. No one wants to feel scared in their relationship. Don't purposely make your girlfriend cry. Like, what a weird thing to say and do. Emotionally abusing your partner so they're obsessed with you is not a brag. That isn't a trophy. That's not something to go on the internet and be like, this is what you should do. Why the hell am I going to take advice from you? We've literally got to a stage now where saying on the internet, be emotionally abusive to your girlfriend is a good thing. Like,
these are 3 things men should never do with their girlfriend.
So 3 things men should never do with their girlfriend. I don't know. Go down on her, love her, give her a hug, give her respect, because all these things mean you're gay. Poof.
1, you get too comfortable, right? It's okay to joke around with a girl. It's okay.
Don't feel comfortable in your relationship. I always want you to be on edge because there's nothing better than just a mild case of constant anxiety and stress that it might be wrong. Like, what?
All that letting her do your makeup, doing your nails, that is female shit. The real men do not do this. I understand we live in a new society where all this shit is a...
Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Are we surprised? What he's just said then is very hand in hand with the misogynistic, homophobic, turfy people. Imagine your girlfriend is opening a salon or opening a nail parlor or something, and she was like, please, can I practice on you? And you're like, no, because that's gay shit. That's for women. That's a shit partner. Like, if having your nails paint gives you so much anxiety because it's too feminine for you, then you need to unpack that because there's issues there. To have makeup or nail varnish on doesn't suddenly make you less of a man. It's weird. A true man and a true, like, loving, caring person and something that makes you actually really true with who you are is someone who doesn't give a shit about all that kind of stuff, who can just do it and have a laugh and be like, yo, lol, that was fun. Like, who cares? If you're that insecure, then that's your problem.
Real women do not like this weirdo shit. And she might tell you, like, subconsciously, hey, babe, let me paint your nails. She'd be like, nah. You might get her mad, but you're earning her respect because you said no.
Retain your seed?
3, do not let her drain you of your life force, right? And we do this subconsciously. How? We have sex with our girl, especially in the beginning, every day. Now you're
somehow I feel like you don't.
Why you're slacking off on your goals, why your money hasn't been the same since you got with her, because you're in a place of comfort, bro.
That's why your money hasn't been good, because you've been having what? Wait, I need to listen to that again, hang on.
Wondering why you're slacking off on your goals, why your money hasn't been the same since you got
Why you're slacking off on your goals, why you haven't been making money you were before.
You know what I'm saying? So by you not having sex with her, right, you're building up your energy, that life force. If semen is strong enough to create life, when you keep it inside you, you're gonna be a force to with. You feel me?
What is this man on? What planet is this guy on? What planet is this guy? Don't have sex with your partner because it will ruin you as a man.
I've never heard of that.
What I feel like these people are doing is finding as many excuses as they can to justify their own, like, life. So this guy, this sounds like, again, he's been hurt. This is projection. And now he's like, well, I'm not having sex because it means it drains my life force. And now I can't make any money because I've had sex. Sex means different things to a lot of people in relationships. Like, people have, you know, there's different preferences, different things. I get that. But the idea that you're, like, actively going to not have sex because you're not going to make any more money?
We've come to this planet looking for intelligent life. Oops, we made a mistake.
I don't have words. Why is he, like, just in the dark? Oh, mystery, oh, spooky, oh. Like, why is he just in the dark? I don't understand, like, what all this, like what's happening?
These are 4 things you never tolerate from females as a fuck.
Okay, these are 4 things you never tolerate from female. I hate when they mention women, they're like females. It just sounds a bit when it's always like the alpha men and like these misogynistic people that always refer to, like, girls like females. It just feels very, like, pointed.
Man up, bruh. Stop being a little simp. 1, stop accepting the break terms. When your girl say, let's take a break, she wants another man to break her guts in. You hear me? Yeah.
Excuse me?
That's quite enough of that, thank you.
Like, oh, I want to focus right now. I got a lot going on. When a girl tells you this, bro, she lost all inches, bro. Move on. This is just her nice way of going about it. Let me tell you something, bro. If you ever take a break from a girl and you know she smashed another dude during that break and you take her back, you a sucker, my boy. Like, tighten up.
If you agree to go on a break with someone and you agree to it, people are fully allowed to sleep with other people. That's absolutely fine. If that's what your break is, fine. But to be like, if you go back to them afterwards, like, maybe you are also doing it. and you go back with each other and that means you're a sucker. Like, some people, it's very right place, wrong time. Sometimes that happens, especially when you're young. You might meet someone, but actually you love them so much, but you still really want to experience more and other things and the world. And sometimes a relationship, whether you're going to college or university, or sometimes it just doesn't work out at that specific moment. You might take a break or break up in the time, and then in the future, you might rekindle that. Doesn't make you a sucker to go back to that person. Sometimes things happen. Right person, wrong time. It's a thing.
2, a female that's always threatening to leave you over a petty disagreement or argument. Guys, walk away from this shit, bro.
Men do it too. Men do it too. Again, I don't understand why this whole thing is like we must blame girls. Females must blame women for it. Like, men do this shit too. Men are also manipulative like that. If this was like dating things to never tolerate from a partner, it would be very different and I would have a very different mindset to this. But the fact that he's like from girls is like, but men also do this.
This is full-on female manipulation to get you to be her little bitch. You know what I'm saying? So when she says, oh, I'm gonna leave, but like, listen, the door's right there. I ain't stopping you, bro. And guess what? She's not gonna leave, bro, because you being a man and you standing up to a BS.
The thing is, if anyone was to do this in a relationship, there's no like, no, I'm not standing up for your bullshit and she'll stay with you because she's not gonna leave. If someone says that, then leave them. Like, just leave them. If that's how they're gonna behave, then just leave the person. There's no like way to get around the situation. If anyone uses that at all in a relationship, then relationship's gone. Manipulation is shit regardless of who's doing it. So this whole thing about like, no, don't stand for the bullshit. Stand and be like, you're not gonna leave, bitch. Like, then why would you still want to be with a person who's saying that to begin with? This is bad advice.
3, any type of disrespect from a female, bro, small or big. Pause. Her hanging up on the phone with you. Her blocking you because she's mad. Let me tell you something. This is where it starts, but it gets worse. You give a girl an inch, she gonna take a mile, you dig? 4, you dealing with a party girl.
Again, men do the same thing.
Who likes to party every weekend with her friends and get drunk, right? Guys, let me tell you something. At parties, there's a lot of bad decision making. Drugs, alcohol, guys, right? One day she's gonna cheat on you and she's gonna be like, oh, I didn't know, it was a mistake.
Again, it's projection. He's clearly had a bad experience with a girl or something, and now all of a sudden it's like, don't ever do this. Like, this is 100% projection. If someone actually likes you, they won't cheat on you. People don't just like cheat because they're, oh, well, it was an accident. No, people cheat because they're not happy in their relationship. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna accept this whole thing about, oh, but it's going to happen. If anyone in a relationship goes out partying, they're always gonna cheat on you. No, if someone truly is in love with you and truly wants to be with you, they won't cheat. People don't just cheat. Like, this guy's obviously had his heart broken by someone, and he's just projection. Like, this is 100% projection.
These are 3 benefits of no fap. Let's get it. 1, you're gonna be stronger, more energetic, more driven, more ambitious to get things done, and more productive.
So having, like, masturbating means you're no longer ambitious and you'll never want to get stuff done because you've masturbated. What?
You gotta think about it. Your body's a fucking car. When you release, you're on E, and that car's not going nowhere. You feel like your confidence leave your body. Y'all know what the
No, because having an orgasm actually feels quite good, and it feels like actually a good release, and then you don't feel like crap afterwards. You feel quite relaxed. The idea that you're saying, oh, it means now you feel like shit afterwards.
Wrong.
This, now it's starting to feel like very religious things. That, oh no, God doesn't want me to spill my seed. What are you talking about?
Stop being a bitch and let's get it. 2, you're gonna attract more girls, bro. I swear to God, when I'm retaining my energy, I get more choosing signals, exes come back, girls DM me. I got more success, bro.
He can't be serious. He can't be serious. If I don't have a wank, people DM me more. How on earth is Sandra from across the country being like, oh, I can sense he's not played with his fiddle for a while. I must get him. I need you. This is so deranged. Like, if you're someone who doesn't want to have a wank, you know, you do what you live your life, girl. But to be like that when I don't, I have more attention. But the whole point of you is to not spill your seed. So why would you want more attention to begin with? Why is that a bonus? Because that's more temptation for you to have sex and to release your seed. Like, so you're contradicting yourself because the whole point is to not ejaculate. You said in the last video that to withhold your seed is better because it makes you more ambitious and blah, blah, blah. And now you're saying by not ejaculating, you're now going to attract more people to you. So I don't understand why that is a benefit because you're actively trying not to spill your seed, not to have a wank, whatever. So why attracting more people, like women, to you? Why is that a positive? That doesn't make any sense. You're just contradicting your points.
He's quite right, you know.
And again, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, I don't really have time to look up all these things now because I don't know what, I don't know what's going to be in this video, so it's hard for me to preempt a lot of this stuff. But like, I think there was a study that said that if ejaculating like twice a week, like lowers the risk of colon cancer. I think, don't quote me on that. There was some study done, but I'm pretty sure everything I've known from over the years that it's actually like not good to necessarily do like to ejaculate is good for you to do it at least like once or twice a week. Bonkers. I'm not gonna watch the rest of that video. This man is just utter deranged. Like, I don't get it. Like, just again, I don't understand why every video he's like in the dark and he's like, oh, no say, like, welcome to the dark room. In here, we will not be having sex like one of those clubs because we abstain from everything and we don't like any kind of fun. Are you ready for this? Rules only real men know. Never say directly to a woman that you love her. These men, these people, whoever made these, they don't want a girlfriend. They don't want a lover. They don't want a wife. I've never in my life met a single woman who has said that they don't want their partner to say they love them. If anything, all the arguments that I see, even on TV shows and everything, it's always the woman who says, you don't tell me you love me enough. You never let me know that you love me. That I've heard the argument made a lot of the time. The idea that you're now actively saying, never say directly to a woman that you love her.
Whoa, that's lovely, that is.
That's because you don't love her. You don't. You want her for sex and that's it. And you want to go and you fall in love with men. Like, that's literally all you do. I'm not even going to read the rest of them. That was ludicrous. I never tell a woman directly that you love her. What a terrible way to advise. Again, projection. That was clearly just projection again. Like, that weird.
If you're a woman in a relationship, you're not allowed to talk to men anymore. You controlling misogynist? What about? Don't worry, I've got all the answers to all your questions. Your
projection,
father, your brothers,
projection.
your
He's
uncles,
been
your
cheated
cousins,
on. Now all of a
they're
sudden
fine.
he's
Now
like,
let's
you
get
can't
this straight.
talk to
Have you
men.
slept with this guy before? If the answer is yes, no more communication. Literally never. Whether it was one time or that ex you're still friends with.
I'm
drop
so
in.
glad I'm
What
not
about guys you
straight.
work with?
Like, this is
Well, are you in a
exhausting.
professional
Existing
setting?
in a
If
world
so,
like this
go
is
right ahead. But if he's
exhausting.
texting you constantly outside of work or inviting you to non-work activities, your answer? A simple no. Here's one you won't like. Your male best friend. Guess what? He's not your best friend anymore. Think about it. You expect your boyfriend to build an emotional connection with you while you're maintaining an emotional connection with another man? Cut him off.
It's projection. This guy is so fragile and sensitive. Your partner is not going to cheat on you. Your partner is not going to cheat on you if they actually love you. Like, it's insane that you're going, well, anyone, if you're a straight woman and you've got a male friend, you're always going to cheat. As a queer person, most of my friends in my life who are queer, when you have a partner, again, and you surround yourself in the gay world, like, most of your friends are also gay or queer, and the idea that you're like, well, you can't be friends with any of them because you also like to sleep with men, so therefore you shouldn't be friends with this person because you're going to cheat on me. In the queer world, this kind of discussion doesn't really happen because most of your other friends are also queer or, in the spectrum at some point. So this whole thing of like, if you're dating me, you can no longer be friends with people who also would sleep with the same sex or the same gender or something. Like, it's balmy to even have that discussion because you just would never have it in our world. So to hear a straight person being like, well, you can't be friends with another man because that means you want to have sex with them. Like, it's exhausting. Again, I bet it's one of those things where it's like, you can't be friends with this man, but I can be friends with a woman. I bet 100%. If your relationship dictates who you can be friends with, that is a toxic relationship. You should be able to be friends with whoever the hell you want to be friends with. And if you really get on with someone, I don't care if it's a man or a woman or if you're straight, gay, whatever, you should be able to be friends with them. If your relationship is dictating that, then that's your, like, a really bad issue, and that's your issue that you need to deal with and not projecting that on anyone else. And you can disagree with me all you want, but to say that your partner has a right to tell you who you're friends with is just ludicrous. Your partner should never have control over you as a person. As long as there's love and mutual respect between the both of you and you both trust each other, that's all that matters. This whole thing of like, well, you'll just cheat on me, then you're insecure or your partner's not truly in love with you.
I'm going to tell you this, my entire company, my entire team, if you don't have a six-pack, you don't work for us. No, I know. It's called, everybody say standard.
Wow.
How about we raise them? How about we raise them?
He's like twitching.
How about we raise them?
How about we raise them?
How about you guys quit getting civilized and you guys quit settling?
He must be so wonderful to work for.
Wrong! You're in constant pain!
He must be so lovely with his nice red cheeks to work for. I'm so glad. I am so glad that I exist in a queer world. This is a place that I don't even want to entertain, even being part of that world. I go to the gym multiple times a week. I try to keep myself as healthy as possible. And actually getting like a good six-pack is so difficult, and you have to lower your body fat to such a low percentage to actually properly see them, to have like really defined abs. It's so hard to keep that unless you're someone who's actively like using your body for, like, if you're a personal trainer or someone who works in fitness or like something like. Unless you're in that industry, it's very difficult to maintain that kind of body unless you're like really strict on yourself. It's very difficult. The idea that you'd be like, well, if you work for me, you have to have a six pack, you're fired. Like, surely that's against like regulations? These people are ill. These people are ill. These people are ill.
I'm a freaking monster. Put more on my back. Put all of it you got. I'll put all the weight from my kids, my family, my wife, put it all on me. I'll shield everybody's ass.
Oh, he's a bottom.
I'm a freaking monster.
Alpha
Put
mind.
more on my back. Put all of it you got.
Oh,
I'll put all the
again,
weight
he looks
from my
exhausted.
kids, my family, my wife, put it all on me. I'll shield everybody's ass.
Anyone who refers to himself as a monster, think you're more like a puppy, bitch. Someone's commented, some things are better left unsaid. Absolutely. If you're the kind of person that literally needs to tell people the kind of person you are, then you're not that thing. Who you are as a person, when people get to know you, should naturally read as you live and exist around these people. If you actively need to tell people, I am this, then you're clearly not that thing. You should never have to tell people, I'm actually a nice person. If you need to tell people you're a nice person, you're obviously not a nice person, because clearly there's been something around you that's made this aura, or you've been acting a certain way, people goes, I'm not sure about that person. You should never need to tell someone that you're a nice person. Okay.
How many men have a guy they can call?
How many men have a guy they call? A little hussy.
You naughty girl.
6 p.m.
Between 6 and 3, what?
So there are guys that you can call or text until about 6 p.m. And if you need to, help moving something or you need some advice, like they're available until about 6. And after that, I'm just too busy. Then there's the guys that at 3 a.m., you're calling them. Not only do you know that they're going to answer, but you're going to hear in the background them getting on their pants, clicking their, pistol in the appendix position and grabbing a shovel because they assume that we're burying a body, right? That's just what they assume.
I'm a diddly erdler!
I can't. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Yes, bye. Because he's going to assume that we're burying a body. Where the f did that come from? What the hell? They keep framing this as if it's like a man thing. Like, everyone deserves a close friend in their life. I have friends in my life, but there are some friends that I would like call on for specific things, and then I have really close friends who I will tell the most in-depth things to, and know that if I really needed them at any time, they will be there. Never in my life would I ever want a friend that thinks of me is someone who's like capable of murdering someone. Like, I never want to project that image. If any of my friends were like, who are we burying? Like, and not just like sometimes I might joke about it or whatever, you can joke. If they actually believe that I'm going to murder someone, then what? I'm sending out the wrong signals, girl.
When they're down to help you. Most men have 0 of these guys. How many men?
And you want to say most men have 0 of these guys, or whatever. It's because you all say that being anywhere close to anyone, oh, it means you're gay. Oh, no, it means you're gay. You'll probably say, I bet we'll watch a video being like, if you call on a man at 3 a.m. because you need help, that means you're submissive and gay. If you can't control your own life or do your own things, that means you're gay. Shut up, bitch! They all contradict each other. And again, the reason they have all these problems is because they make these problems for themselves, because they're so insecure that it just bleeds into society. And suddenly it means this is just the way things are. No, it's because you've made it like that.
And that's the T. Weird signs that a man has high testosterone. If a man is wearing black Air Force Ones, not only does he probably have higher testosterone, but he definitely has lower inhibitions.
This guy can't be serious. He can't be. This has to be a troll. That has to be a troll. The thing is, all of his channel was like this. Like, I want to believe that this is a troll, but all of his channel was like this. If you buy Air Force Ones, it means you have high testosterone. That is the most deranged thing the science. You guys are the ones who always like, oh, there's only 2 genders, biological. You're the same people that do all that shit, and then you want to say stuff like that. Buying a certain type of shoe means that you've got high testosterone? Where's the science? Where's the science?
Men with high testosterone tend to prefer women who show signs of high estrogen and reproductive success. Now, the men with lower testosterone are the ones who usually go for the nice face with the lanky bodies with no curves.
Where is this? Like,
let me know down below.
Let me know. Yes, I'll let you know. And you're a twat. What? Where's the science in any... Can I have a source? Like, where is the science in anything you just said? All the caption says is, weird signs a man has high testosterone. Do you? I'm full of testosterone, girls. It's the we can always tell gang, always say like this, and they have zero idea. Like, all these people that talk about testosterone and like levels and hormones and things, never once have they ever had their hormones checked. They just assume that they've got facial hair, therefore they've got way more testosterone than any other man. Like, it's ridiculous. This whole hormone talk that these people do is just balmy. Balmy wammy, doofus, rub yourself in grass. I'm glad the comment says here, this is the dumbest thing I've heard all day. I concur. Was that just an undisclosed ad? Was that actually just an undisclosed ad for those shoes? And he just hasn't mentioned it anywhere.
This is a piece of tape.
This is the piece of tape.
This is the first time that you have sex with someone.
Body count
that tape is on really tightly right now. It's on nice, isn't it?
Is that what his name is?
And then you split up. This piece of tape is not the same as it was 5 minutes ago. It's not as sticky, is it? Okay, the third person, you know, at a party this time. So this one's just very quick. Okay,
is he trying to?
Because that person wasn't nice.
So the tape's going to get less and less sticky. So every time, so they're saying that.
Girl, you should get Tinder. Oh, 6. Oh, 7. Oh, 8. Oh, how about a night out? Let's go for drinks, guys. Oh, you know, it just happened. Oh, Tinder Premium. Oh, you should try.
I don't understand what he's trying to do. Humans are not tape.
20, 21, 22, 23. And this was the first time that it really didn't even stick. Hopefully you're able to, you know, make what you've got left still extremely valuable.
What on earth are you talking about?
Most people, the first time they have sex, it's not really a fun, wonderful experience, especially for girls. The first time I was, you know, actually penetrated, it wasn't really that fun. Like, we were kind of young, it was a bit stupid, especially back in my day when, like, the only thing that we learned about, like, when it comes to gay sex was, like, from porn, and that's not a good way to learn about sex. Oh, it's on set, it was the best. No, soz, not true. But second of all, I don't understand what he's trying to say. So he's trying to say that the more you have sex, the less, like, the worse you'll feel. Like, people are not sellotape. Like, I don't understand what you were trying to prove. Like, what? I don't understand what you were trying to say with that. What were you trying to do? Because the other guy just said you need a high body count because Wolf won't feel as bad as your partner. But this guy's saying, don't have a high body count because you'll be unfulfilled. Like, your body doesn't suddenly deteriorate if you're just having, like, safe sex.
I'm 31 years old.
I have not really slept with many people. That's just the person I am. But if people want to sleep around and do all that stuff, as long as it's done safely, like, I really do not care. It doesn't take away from you as a person or, like, make you less, like, I don't know. What were you trying to say? What were you trying to say? What weird. God. So this says major red flags in women. Oh dear. Hates her parents. No, see, again, that's abusive talk. Like, just, you know, even if your parents are really awful people, I don't care. Like, you have to like them. If you don't like your parents, it's a red flag. Poison. Is rude to waiters. I mean, why is this red flags in women? This is just a red flag in anyone. What's this got to do with women? Anyone who's rude to anyone for no reason is like an asshole. Unnatural hair color. Great. So anyone who has any kind of self-expression other than just like, you're born with what you're born with, and if you change anything, you're scum. Red flag. I find it actually a green flag when someone actually has some kind of expression, has a degree in psychology. That feels like projection. I feel like this, whoever made this, that's such a niche. Whoever made this clearly had like a girlfriend before who was into psychology and really analyzed this man and was like, you're a weirdo, I'm not going near you. And he was like, no, how dare you?
What did he say to me?
That was fully projection, fully own story. Someone's made this. It's like, this happened to me, therefore everyone else.
Stop being a broke bum. You don't deserve the girl of your dreams if you haven't achieved financial success. Having a deep financial bag will make things so much easier for you. And here's 2 simple ways to do so. Number 1, go to college. This is the safest route, but get a degree that will get you a high-paying job.
The obsession that these guys have with money is bizarre. Like, I understand when people say money can't buy happiness. I do actually really hate that saying because most of the things that we do in life revolve around money, and getting rid of like rent bills and all the bills and all this stuff and being able to live slightly easier will ultimately, yes, it will make you probably happier. They're like, oh, go to college, get a degree that'll make you a lot of money. Like, what happens if that degree doesn't actually make you happy? I think, again, money can help you be successful and happy in a way in certain aspects in your life, of course, but that doesn't mean that you have to go and do something that you really hate. Like getting a degree, and I don't know, say you really hate marketing, but you're doing, oh well, it's a high paying, I don't know how much marketing pays, but imagine, like, I'm just using that as an example, but being like, well, I have to do this because it'll make me more money, so I'm happier. But will you actually be happier doing that job?
Oh, I'm happy. I'm very happy. La 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 la, see?
Making a little bit less money and doing a degree in, I don't know, art that you really like, or filmmaking or something. It might be a harder job to get into, but will that make you happier knowing that you're doing a job you love? This idea that you have to do things just to make yourself money so you can get more successful, so you can bag a better woman. Like, it's so vapid. It's so vapid. It's so vapid. Because these men will also, ultimately, in that case, will not be happy. The thing that we do most in our life is work. Most people, especially in adulthood, will have a job where, whether that's working 9 to 5 in an office or working 9 to 5 in a bank or working in retail, most people will work like 40-hour weeks doing their normal jobs, and that's what you're gonna be doing most of in your life. So if you're an adult, you might have more money and have a good girlfriend or something, but like, these men are not going to be happy because they're always now having to work a job that they f***ing hate. And then they come home, get angry at their girlfriend, get angry at their wife because they're pissed off with their boss because they're doing something they hate. And all of a sudden it's like, well, was this worth it? Was this actually what you wanted? Did you really, all this time in your life, you built yourself up because this is what you made me feel like I was meant to do. And you guys do it yourself. And now you're miserable because you hate your boss, you hate your job, you're now pissed off because your wife is asking you to help around the house, or you help because, you know, these people want to live a traditional life. So you're getting angry because your wife wants you to help with the kids, or because you're like, no, I've got all my job to do. Like, these people are insufferable, and they're going to work in this insufferable industry and do the same thing over and over again and perpetuate this awful stereotype to men that you have to be successful in this industry to make the most money you possibly can because that's all that matters in the world. And ultimately, these people are miserable.
Dost thou comprehend?
Don't do the mistake of getting a low-paying degree plus being in a lot of college debt. Number 2, start your own business. This is not the safest route, but if you do it right, you will reap the rewards. Stop.
That doesn't give you that again, but that doesn't give you like any real advice. Do your own business. But you've just said, like, the thing is, doing your own business is not something that you can just do and suddenly make $1 million. Like, that's never going to happen. You're saying go and get a degree, go and get all this, whatever. But then you're also saying, well, start your own business. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to make money starting your own business for a long time. I mean, it's very rare for a business to suddenly go from zero to like a top in instant like that. That's really rare to happen. You're giving two conflicting advices there, because starting your own business will mean that you won't have money for a long time. It's going to be very difficult. So what do you want them to do? Do you want to get a degree and get a high-paying job, or start their own business? Because both of them, they can coexist, but for what he's trying to say to do, they won't coexist. You're giving people two conflicting advice.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give you 3 quick
how to
tips on how to
sexualize
create a
dates.
man-to-woman relationship or vibe when you're on a date. So number 1, don't sit across the table, sit side by side. That way it's easier to do point 2.
If you're at a restaurant, don't sit opposite the person, sit next to them.
No, you don't.
If we're like on a dinner date and we're at dinner on a nice little table and you sit beside me, like in a school cafeteria, like, I want to be able to look at you when I'm talking. The last thing I want to do when I'm in a restaurant trying to eat food and talk to you is do this. Hello, yes, I want to be able to look at you while I'm, oh, hello, like, what?
Don't talk to me.
When she tells a joke that you like, feel free to put your hand on her shoulder or lightly on her knee. And then 3, make sure you maintain masculine body posture and eye contact.
Eye contact? You've just said sit next to someone like this. That is not good eye contact. Eye contact is when you sit opposite them and you can look at them while you're eating and you can tell things. Like, what the f are you talking about?
So number 1, don't sit across the table, sit side by side. That
Don't
way it's
sit
easier
across the tables. Weird. Also, I also don't like how he's named that how to sexualize dates. That's weird. That to me sounds like predatory. How to sexualize dates. Perfect! Pretty women are easy to replace. Successful men are impossible to replace. Remember, you are the prize.
can't wait to die.
If any of my partners in the future, present, past or present, anyone that I've been with, ever said to me, I am the prize here, the door, hey Rue, is the bus still running? Like, leave. Like, what? You are the prize. Trust me, you are easily replaceable. Anyone with that kind of attitude is easy to replace. You're the gag gift, bitch.
3 shirts that make you look stupid.
3 shirts that make you look stupid.
Number 1 is a little boy striped polo. Guys, polo shirts can be amazing, like this one from Collars & Co., but they can also
it's an
make you look
advert.
like a
This is
little
another
dork, right?
advert. Are
The
you
truth is,
just an
if
ad
it's
machine
striped,
at
if
this
it's got a
point?
Floppy whack collar, gentlemen, it looks stupid.
It's floppy and
Instead, go with something
stupid.
like
It's
this.
floppy and stupid. Well, style it differently then. Any shirt you're wearing can be floppy. Like, clothes aren't like metal, where it's like they retain their shape absolutely. No, like, clothes are floppy. Like, what are you talking about? Gonna get floppy on my cocky.
He kissed me. This, it's clean, it's sexy.
So just a black, that looks exactly the same as the shirt you've just shown, just a different color. Like this is just, again, this is just an advert.
Right, no stripes, no bright colors.
So no bright colors. So no bright colors. Is this Trini? Color in black. You. Only a few people are gonna know what that is.
Also makes your shoulders appear more broad. This one.
So you can't. So if you want to be.
Collars & Co. And number 3 is an Italian classic, aka the wife beater, aka the guinea tank, aka you look stupid. Instead, if you want to rock a tank top to show off your guns, no problem. Just make sure it's not too tight in the body, a little looser, right?
I just can't believe, still now, and I still say this about what we saw before about him. Like, if this was like an isolated video, I wouldn't really make this claim. But obviously, we've seen a few videos from this guy now, and he constantly tries to kind of gives like style tips, and he just wears the most basic clothing ever known. Like, you men can't wear colorful things. Anything that's colorful, you can't wear it now. They all want to go like, it's so hard being a man. You can't do this and you can't. Oh. That's because you keep saying you can't f***ing do it. We don't. These people are insufferable. He's literally just wearing 3 black tops. And if you want to wear loads of black clothes, fine, I wear a lot of black. But like the idea that you can be like, you're not allowed to wear color because it'll make you look stupid. Like, Jesus. Someone's commented here. These shirts make you look stupid, says the man who sells cock pumps. What? This is just another undisclosed ad. This was just an advert. There's no hashtag ad anywhere. There's no spawn, anything. I'm like, I know the law in the UK, but I'm pretty sure in America you still have to put ads somewhere. You can't just like put no, everything has to be disclosed now. I'm pretty sure in America it's still the same. That was just an undisclosed ad.
That's illegal.
Like, does he actually believe anything he's just said? Or was he just saying it to try to make money? Alpha M has been doing this content since I was like first starting on YouTube. He was back in the day, he was one of the first YouTubers to kind of do this sort of like male stuff. And of course, back in the day, it wasn't really that controversial because when you start off kind of things, he just gives like slight style tips and things. And it wasn't really like anything too crazy. Now it's things like that. And the other one we watched before where it's like, you look like a tramp if you've got more than 1 piercing. Dumb. Like, he still thinks it's like 2007 and it's a bit weird. And I'm not talking about the way you dress because I'm clearly dressed like I'm from the past. But like, my attitude and how I feel about things is very current. He still mentally thinks like a 2005 person.
Check it out.
Check it
this
out.
This cucumber, right? The long skinny one is about average in terms of thickness for dudes. Now, this cucumber, just to give you an idea, in terms of circumference is 7 inches. In terms of length,
I know what he's gonna go with this, I think. 7 inches around.
6.5 inches. This cucumber is much more satisfying to a woman than this one.
I'm sorry. I don't want something that's 7 inches around, that thick. That ain't, I don't want that thick. I know, I'm obviously not a woman.
I'm a woman.
I can't imagine a woman wanting something that's 7 inches thick. This is just him saying, I've got a fat
I'm not standing here surrounded by expensive wallpaper to be given details like that.
The whole point about being a style guru, a man, like, what was that content? Because penis size isn't really something that you can actually change. I know there's some surgeries you can do, but like, they're not, like, penis surgery is kind of like, you've got what you've got. You can sometimes do lengthening. I mean, maybe there's more stuff now. I don't really know. Your penis like that, you can't really change it. Like, you have what you have. Like, it's kind of like a genetic bingo, really. A man watching that who might have insecurities or anything like that, even just men in general, watching this video, what are they supposed to do?
Die.
All that was, I'm gonna tell you about my penis. Like, I don't get what you're supposed to do with that information. Okay. What's this? Damn.
Gentlemen, you're gonna want this, and the good news is that all you gotta do is spend 40 bucks, and you're gonna get...
It's a bright pink box.
a $40 mystery gift, and gentlemen, I want to tell you, it's so sweet. I want to, but then it wouldn't be.
What is he doing? What is
this? A mystery gift, which you guys absolutely love. This one is.
By the way, mystery boxes and mystery gifts. There is no such thing as a good mystery box or a good mystery gift. All companies, when they do mystery boxes, they're just throwing away all their shit that they couldn't sell. Even if they sell it, there's one exclusive item that's really good. Mystery boxes are just full of shit that they cannot sell. There is literally zero reason to be doing mystery boxes in companies. There's no reason, because if you're selling all your stuff, you don't need to do it. Mystery boxes are a scam.
Is the last one of the year. This deal is incredible. Spend $40. Get
is he just trying to, like, I don't understand what he's just trying to do now. Just trying to
for free. All the information is around here somewhere. Do not wait, because this gift, whoo, is amazing.
You didn't tell us anything about the company, what it is, what literally that said nothing. You just opened up this like puffy box and was like, oh, you're gonna want this gift, girl. Like, no, I don't want it. To see that him doing this kind of stuff now, it's like you've really just like fallen off the deep end, and now you're just like, what the f is that?
If a woman ever asked me to pay for
a date,
I would spit on her face and walk out. How dare she? Yeah. How dare she ask me to pay for a date? That's her job. Part of the advice we give these men is, if a woman ever asked me to pay for a date, I would spit on her face and walk out. How dare she? Yeah.
If the girl wants you to pay, you'll spit on her face.
That's her job. Part of the advice we give these men is to set up standards for yourself. Thank you. For example, when you go out on a date with a woman, minimum she should be spending on the first date.
Is this a joke? This has to be a joke, right?
If she's not spending at least $200,
this is a joke. This is someone making a parody or something, right? This can't be real. I hate the fact that we're at a stage now where I don't know if it's real.
If a woman ever asked me to pay for a date, I would.
If a woman ever asked me to pay for a date,
how dare she? How dare she ask me to pay for a date?
That has to be. I really hate that we're at a stage in the world now where I watch something like that and I genuinely don't know anymore if these men are being serious. That has to be a joke. Please tell me that was a joke. That has to have been a joke.
That's not funny!
God, they love a slideshow here. So, 5 unspoken rules from men. Restrain from making eye contact while eating a banana. God's sake. Jesus, grow up! Grow up! Never use a urinal next to the occupied one. I mean, that's true. It feels weird. I mean, if there's space, obviously. Always inspect the stairs when walking behind a woman. The f does that mean? Always check the stairs if you're walking behind a woman. Always check the stairs. Like, what? What? What does that have to- what? What? Well, guys, we're well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo-choo, speeding down the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to my death. Bye! Oh, and we're back just like Jesus Christ. Oh, squat for Jesus. Oh, Jesus loves a good peach. Oh, Jesus loves to get raw dogged on the last supper table. Oh, Jesus was a professional raw dogger. Wow. The thing is with these, you never really know what they're gonna say. It's really difficult to know the shit that we're gonna see. I feel like I don't really need to do like a debrief at the end. I feel like I've made my points on everything as we've been going. These men are ill. This is truly an unwell thing to say, but what I will say to kind of close off the video for a closing thought is ignore everything you just f***ing saw. Every man in this is disgusting. The things that they were saying and telling that you can't do. If you want to cry, you cry. Being angry and screaming the loudest you possibly can is not going to deepen your voice. It's just going to f*** up your vocal cords. Like, being afraid to tell your girlfriend that you love them is proposing on one knee doesn't suddenly make you a bitch. Like, all these things that these men were saying, especially the crying thing that the other guy was saying, like, oh, it means you're not a man. Like, the crying thing is a big thing, and there's always been the stigma in like the male world, like men don't show emotions, and it's like, if you did, maybe you'd actually be a nicer person. Like, and again, saying that you're gonna emotionally abuse your partner so they'll be obsessed with you, like, unwell. This is truly sick behavior. What a lot of these men just portrayed there was sick behavior, unwell, ill. Ignore everything you just saw. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share some stories down below. If you've dealt with any people like this and dealt with any nice guys or incels or just really crazy misogynistic men, let me know down below. Come follow me on all of my social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is linked down below. Come follow me. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Glass Pez. I'd love a good Pez. Love Pez back in the day. Thank you for following me on Twitch. If you'd like to be in the next Twitch shout out, come follow me on Twitch, Roly West over there. An extra special shout out to my lovely patrons whose names you see on the side of the screen here. And my top tier Patreons get a shout out, and that's Nova, Rye Loves Rory, Prince of Horror, Cameron Pittman, Rishi, Athena Berrington, Erin Grace, Heather McFarland, Christina Kyle, Benjamin Baker, Robin Scott Palmer, Bethard, Steph Utek, Caitlin Wright, Chloe Louise, Shell Herman, and Kelly Bowser. Thank you for being my top tier Patreons. You guys are delishy wishy. Anyway, thank you. See you soon, guys. Be fabulous, amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be. And don't let any toxic alpha male tell you how to live, because Jesus Christ, they are wrong.